got stories that never go stale. With the champs, the underdogs, the dreamers too. He's walking and talking just for you. Walking with Franco, stories unfold. Wrestling hearts in a ring of gold. Walking with Franco, legends alive. Every step's a suplex in time.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Walking with Franco. And today we have one of the fastest rising stars on this island when it comes to wrestling. And he is none other than the suplexorcist, Redmond.
Morning, Franco. Morning.
Good morning, Redmond. How are you, sir?
Doing good. I'm out here in nature having a wee dander with you.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure to have you out here today.
Thank you. Pleasure to be out here with yourself.
And we have a nice, crisp, fresh morning to do the interview. So I'm just going to start cracking on with a few questions for you. So for anybody that doesn't know who exactly Redmond is, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm Redmond. I'm a professional wrestler from Titanic. Been training, well, it was first class in COVID. It's about 4 or 5 years now. Hard to really describe my character. Bit of a madman. Wearing my face paint. Wear my chains, and I just suplex people until I can't really get up.
So what's your first memories of wrestling?
I was thinking about this last night. So videotapes, we had videotapes. I had a videotape and it was Over the Edge. I think it was like 1998. And the first match on it was Val Venus versus Jeff Jarrett.
Right.
J. I remember I watched that match and it was like, what is this? What's this? This is wrestling class. And the main event was Mankind and Kane versus The Undertaker and Stone Cold for the tag titles. And I must have watched that about 30 times, like just over and over again. And I remember watching it. I was like, this is crazy. And then my brother got Sky, and that was a big deal in 2003.
Yeah.
And it was No Mercy 2003, and it was Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar in a biker chain on a pole match. And I watched it, and the end was Mr. McMahon, pushing Undertaker off.
Yeah.
And being, God, how old was I? It's about 6 or 7. Just dated myself there. I remember losing my mind at it. And then just that period from like 2003 to Mania 20, I was hooked. I was hooked completely.
That Over the Edge you're talking about, that's the one where Undertaker walks out at the end with both tag belts.
That's the one. He walks backstage and he just chucks him on the table.
You're not going to believe this, but Franco actually watched that yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've an awful habit of flicking back through old, just now it used to be the network, now it's on Netflix, and I like to watch old things to try and pick up something, that somebody hasn't done in a while, and to put my own wee twist on it. But it was just when you said that there, it came right into my eyes. I just watched that yesterday.
Yeah, it still holds up.
Yeah, it definitely does.
I'm the same. I'm watching old WCW pay-per-views, and I'm like, let's see what I can find here.
Yeah. So, who was your favourite wrestlers back then, and why?
Favourite wrestlers? Well, back then, I liked, probably still do, I like all the weird gimmicks. Obviously Undertaker, like, I was a big Undertaker fan.
Yep.
Which was mad because the Survivor Series of that one, he lost the Buried Alive match, remember?
Yes.
And then he disappeared until Mania, and he was the biker, and you never seen him. I'd never seen him, and then he came back as the dead man, and I lost my mind.
Yeah.
So back then, definitely Taker. Shawn Michaels, a big Shawn Michaels fan. Still am. Rhino. Loved Rhino.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. Yeah, probably those three would be the big ones. Let's see, who else? God, it's slipped my mind now.
Rhino was always great in ECW. He was a big fan favourite.
Oh, yeah.
The ECW. So why and how did you start training then?
So it was, let's see, I was working just like a regular job. For listeners there, I was two cyclists going past. I was working just a retail job, and then I got into my profession of archaeology with my degree.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened. And I remember that was a whole year of just sitting at home, really doing not much. So I really got into weightlifting and got into yoga. And then I was like, I've always loved wrestling. It says, I've been locked in the house here. Time's a bit short on you. So let me have a look and see where I can do wrestling. And then I found, like PW.
Yeah.
I didn't realize PW was no more. And then I found Titanic.
Yeah.
And I signed up to Titanic, and I lived in Belfast. And then I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. Just gonna go for this. And yeah, the rest is history. Still remember my first day.
So, was PWU the first one that you came across whenever you typed it into the old Google search bar?
Yeah, PW. Remember messaging being like, hey, I'm interested, and there was no response, and I thought I was just left in red. It's like, I didn't realise, it's no more. That was the first one, and then after doing a bit of searching, I found the most recent was Titanic.
Yeah.
And then I started watching the old Titanic matches as well before COVID.
Yep.
And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. Just going to give it a bash.
You see, this is the thing. I had Ian McInnes on, and he had done the same, but the first one that popped up in his search engine was NIPW.
Oh, really?
And I had Madam Director on, and she had told me the same, but the first thing that popped up for her was Titanic. The first thing that popped up for me and Jacob was Titanic.
Yeah.
First thing that popped up for you was PWU, so it's interesting to know how the old computers work, you know.
I work in IT, so
yeah.
I'll be taking that to account.
So, what were your first experiences and memories of your first training session?
Oh, I love this. So, Titanic was based in Blackstaff.
Yes.
At that time. So, whenever you sign up, you get an email, say, right, this is where you go. And very clear instructions, but of course I got lost. So I showed up really early, got the train up, showed up early, and I remember sitting outside the door. There's a big sticker on the door saying Titanic, and there's me waiting, and JDP showed up, and it was just me, right? It was just me sitting outside, like a wee homeless man just sitting outside the door, right? And went in, and landed in. JDP's there, said hello, and he was like, "Try getting windows open." I was like, "I don't even know how to open this. I'm just here." So I was the first one there, and then obviously the rest of the class who will all remember, PBD, she turned up. First day, same as Mohan, he turned up. And then just getting like, talking about what to expect.
Yeah.
Coming ahead, your first class in the beginner's course, which was, you're not going to be doing pile drivers right now. So you're going to be,
yeah, that's next week.
Yeah. You're not going to be doing power bombs. That's week 3.
Yeah.
And I remember not trying, but it was okay. We're gonna get warmed up. This is our warm up. Blah 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 blah. And then JDP took a lot of time to tell us about rolls. Why we do our rolls, front, back, left, right, and then your first bumps.
Yeah.
We did back, front, flip, and back was grand. You hit it and you go, that's not great.
Yeah.
Then the front was terrible because I landed on my knees. Like, and then the flip. And for any wrestlers who are listening, your first flip bump, whenever somebody goes, just flip and land on your back.
Yeah, yeah, it's just that easy.
You go, what do you mean?
Yeah. Funny enough, I was talking to Sticky. I had him on last week's show, and every time I do a flip bump, the dark horse would say to me, when you're coming over very twisted, and I'm like, I'm just happy I'm getting over.
I'm just happy.
Yeah. So I think at JDP was your first training then,
Yes, so I was very lucky. I got JDP for an entire length of beginners.
right?
He took us every session. And then we met the other trainers when we moved up a little bit. So Rocky Star and Tucker.
Yep.
Trained with them in intermediates, and then eventually it was Dark Horse as well, training with us. But yeah, entire time of beginners it was JDP.
So what was the hardest thing for you to learn?
Hardest thing, staying in it. So it's like whenever you're in there and you get in the ring, you know, you get in and you have to stay in the moment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if something goes wrong, you can't just go, oh, sorry. 2 seconds, cut everybody.
Yeah.
Pause.
Forget about that
Take a wee
last.
break here. I'm just going to go back and fix this. For me, it was that, and it was something that I was like, okay, if something goes wrong, don't freak out a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I've obviously knew myself that's the problem, so I decided, right, better stay in worker mode when I'm in the ring.
Yeah, keep your head on.
Yeah.
So, whenever you started out, did you have any expectations?
No real expectations. I came in there the first day and was like, look, if I get a match, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy. First one match, I'll see what I can do. And, you know, the more I was doing the training, I was like, look, I just want to debut and like have a match or two. Never envisioned being like champion or whatever.
Yep.
Obviously, everybody aspires for that. But then me and Chris debuted or Mohan debuted as the Hallions. And as soon as we debuted, I was like, right, I want to do this in other places now.
Yep.
I want to do this as much as I can. So debut match quickly turned into, I just want to go as much as I can.
Yeah. It's like when Franco and Checo started. I remember going up the stairs in Blackstaff. I think to myself, God, I can't wait to get in the ring. And I had no idea what sort of unit we were going into, and I didn't even expect there to be a ring there.
Yeah.
And you get in, and Rocky Star was our first trainer, and the first words out of Rocky Star was, "Right, it's everybody jump in the ring here." I was like, "What? Get in the ring already?"
I just thought, I remember we were first day of training, we were like, you know, working out in the mats.
Yeah.
And you look at the ring and it's the show ring, and you're going, that's intimidating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in there one day. Then JDP just casually, right, everybody in the ring. As soon as I jump in the ring, you feel it. You go,
yeah,
hey everybody, this isn't no trampoline.
yeah. So, tell us the story behind your face paint. Where did that come from?
So I was in a feud with Megalo.
Yes.
And if anybody doesn't know, Megalo was a 7-foot tall clown.
Yep.
He was very, very scary. And on the show that he first appeared, I was wearing face paint.
Yep.
I was dragged away. I was actually in black box. Got dragged out the room.
Yes.
So we had this feud, and then obviously I ended up joining Megalo. And the face paint was always something that like I wanted to do. It was something that it's different, and I enjoy it because I'm a massive fan of horror movies.
Yes.
I love horror movies, and I always think the most interesting characters in horror are the ones who look very different, who you don't see them very often in the movie, but when you do, and they've got the special effects on, they've got the face, you know, done
Yep.
up, and like that's something memorable.
Yes.
And then as well, just the face paint, it's something that like you can experiment with. You can you know change it. You can make it different colors. It's just something makes you different, but also enjoy it as a wee like spectacle to the fans.
Yes.
I wouldn't really show my face paint now in like a promo.
Yes.
I like to keep it like a little secret.
Yes.
So that way fans don't really know what I'm gonna come out looking like. It might be striking, it might be something.
Me and Jacko made our debut in Conswater. The week before the show, I had been experimenting with face paint at home.
Yeah.
And I took about 10 or 12 pictures with different styles and stuff. And I went up to JDP before the show. I says, I just want to ask your opinion before I do anything here. He's like, yeah, what is it? And I showed him all the pictures, and he's just like, nah, I don't really see that working. And I was like, okay.
I remember I put the face paint on and showed JDP, and I think it was a couple of times. It was like a couple of tries, and I just seen it, and I got obviously a hand with putting mine on with my lovely partner.
Yes.
And I just looked and went, "That's terrifying."
Yeah.
It was like in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So you talked about Megalo there. How did that partnership come about?
So obviously the feud we had, and Megalo is he's just Megalo and Tron. They're legends,
Yeah.
legends of wrestling on this island. That was a wee cyclist going past.
Yep.
So it came about because we were having this feud, and it was going to culminate, obviously, with a match. But we never actually did have a match.
Yeah.
Which I found actually recently. I was thinking about it, being like, that's crazy. We had a feud that lasted for so long, but we never had a match. And I was just kind of generic white meat babyface at the time.
Yeah.
And then I was speaking to Megalo and said, look, I'd love to, try this. And I ended up joining with him and having a lot of fun. And then being under that learning tree as well, learned so much from him.
So that was the next question I was going to ask. Are you equals, or is one a leader and one a follower?
So we've kind of talked about this. I don't know if I would be the leader and he'd be like, oh, that's my doomsday right there. That's
Yes.
my, like, oh, you want to fight me? We'll go through this monster first.
Yeah.
But I see this as equals. Like, he brought me in. Obviously in Culture Night he won the title, the
Yep.
Culture Night Championship. But I'd say equals, definitely. Like having somebody like that,
Yeah.
definitely equals.
And you were saying that it's great being on the learning tree.
Oh yeah.
Does it help you much having someone like Megalo or Tron in your corner?
Oh yeah, definitely. So Tron, Megalo, for anyone who doesn't know, have been wrestling for years and years. Wrestled some massive names, Shelton Benjamin, Abyss, Al Snow, and then went to WWE for FCW.
Yep.
And he would tell me all these mad stories about like who he's worked with. But having that sort of like person there who's part of this with you,
Yeah.
it's very much I'm going to just pick your brain as much as I can.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just fire you like questions. Or if I'm having a match, I'm at least going to ask, like, what do you think?
Yeah.
Because I want that opinion. I value that opinion very much. Okay, we break. Yep, there we go. so many joggers today. I'm going to pick your brain. I'm going to pitch stuff to you because I want that opinion.
Yes.
So having it, I feel very lucky. I feel very, very lucky having that person there.
I think one of the great things about being on Titanic Wrestling too is that we have so many guys that have went around the world and have wrestled, and they're always great sounding boards.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have Megalo in your corners, so you can go straight to him. But for me, I would always sort of try to spread it out. I would go to maybe Rocky Star one week, and then the next show I'd maybe go to JDP if he's not too busy, or I would go and ask Tucker his opinion.
Yeah. The first one you brought up there, Rocky. I think Rocky is even now, he's still an underrated mind. He just gets it.
Yeah.
He just gets what will look good. Same as Tucker, same as JDP. Like same as a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, the peers that you work with, You gotta ask them, and don't get me wrong, there'll be people who'll be like, no, that's grand,
Yeah.
because you don't want to hurt your feelings.
Yep.
But I appreciate people who be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
no,
That's it.
terrible.
You want the brutal honesty, because then you know.
My partner, Patsy
Yep.
Thunder, like I torment her. I torment them, being like, I've got this idea for a promo, or I've got this idea for a match, I've got this. Let me pitch to you.
Yeah.
And we're sitting in the house there in the living room with our Labrador trying to work this out, and she just looks and goes, no, that's terrible.
I have Jago tortured. I go up into his room and he's always sitting with the headphones on playing the PlayStation, and you just see the headphones coming off and you hear the big sigh. What about this here? I was thinking of this here. I just goes, yeah, great. And then I maybe say to him 2 or 3 days later when I'm in the car, remember that thing I was telling you about? What thing? So, on the lines of advice, what's the best bit of advice that you've been given in regards to your training and ring work and character building?
So I guess I've got a few bits of advice. JDP and Tucker and everybody, obviously, slow down.
Yep.
See if you're going slow, go slower.
Yeah.
Make everything count. Like, if you go back and watch old wrestling, you can get the biggest pop in a day off a punch.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like with somebody there yesterday, and we were talking about a spot we did. Not gonna mention names, don't want to break the case.
Yeah.
But you can get the biggest pop off of one punch.
Yeah.
So keep everything slow. What advice? Just stay in it. Like,
yeah.
Like, if you are your character, know your character inside and out. How are they going to walk? How are they going to talk? How are they going to be different from like the next person who was just up there? How are they going to be different from the match before and the match after? Just how are you going to stand out? Yeah. What piece of advice I've been given? Oh, character. So I remember I did a seminar with Karen Awar, who's that is my dream opponent.
Yep.
And he told us, get in the ring, I want you to be completely neutral. Completely neutral. And I didn't really know what that meant, so I got in and put the hands behind my back, and he says, nope, get out, do it again. So you need to be able to stand in there and just be completely still, nothing going on in your head, nothing, like tense, nothing. And then you can just build upon that. That's your base level. Now, add to it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what's the best bit of advice that you could give someone who is interested in becoming a pro wrestler and wants to start training?
So the way I did it is I had a lot of time locked down to do weight training, strength training,
Yep.
and then yoga, stretch, get nice and limber. Obviously with yoga. Best piece of advice, I just say do it. Like, see if you're in a mind to be like, I want to do this, and I love this. Do it, because you'll surprise yourself. Like, I never thought I'd be in a position I'm in now.
Yep.
I never thought the things I'd be doing. If you asked me all those years ago, I'd be like, way on.
Yeah.
But I'd say just go for it. Literally just turn up, give it a while, and then make it your own.
Yeah. 100% agree with that. So, how many matches do you think you've had?
I don't know, I've lost count.
Yeah.
It's actually funny to say this. Mohan, when we were in the Hellions, and I don't know if he still does it. He had a little book of all the matches that he's done.
Yeah.
I don't know if he put in training matches or anything like that there, but he wrote them all down because Chris Jericho did it.
Yes.
And how long they went and who was against and what was the finish. And I remember back then I was like, that's a great idea. I should do that. And then I've got that brain where I'd be like, I need to do this.
Yep.
And then 2 minutes later I'd be like, let me just stare at this fly, nothing else going on with it.
Yeah.
Completely forgot. I don't know how many matches.
I have told quite a few people on the show that I've read that Chris Jericho book too, and my plan was to start a scrapbook for basically for Jericho, so that he had that whenever, because I may be biased, but I think he has a bright future in the sport, and he could go far, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If he ever gets out of his bed and leaves PlayStation alone, but that's a different story for another day. But I want to have the scrapbook, like, do you remember your first matches?
Yeah.
There you go. But again,
Uh,
never ever done anything about it.
I think just with that adage, somebody once told me, see if you're doing a match,
Yep.
take the picture.
Yeah.
Afterwards, take the picture because that's a moment in time right there. That's a wee snapshot of like you did this.
Yep. So, what has been your favourite match or favourite matches that you've had?
That's a hard one. So my match against Carvel,
Yep.
Christmas last year, went into a match and the whole thing was, I'm going to show everybody the big bad in you. I'm going to bring it out. And I don't know if anybody's seen the match, but something happened at the end of the chair.
Yep.
And I remember when it happened, I was like, that's insane. I was also like, oh, I've hurt this person, but I'm also like, that's just added to it.
Yeah.
I love that match. I love my match with Tucker years ago. Having an opportunity to obviously work with him was great. Me and Mohan's had some great matches. Always loved getting in the ring with him. The I Quit match with Jordy, that was fun.
Yes.
And my most recent one actually with with Gary was good crack. And then obviously had a match in WXW, and that was like, oh my god, I'm here, sort of situation.
So, is there anyone in the current Titanic locker room or who's training at the minute that you look at and you go, I could have a great match with him?
Yeah. There's a few people. I was actually coming up with a list of people that I want to work and I want to be able to wrestle. Like, there's pie in the sky ones, obviously. Yes. But there's ones locally here that I want to wrestle. I want a match again with LLB. Lewis, yes, for sure. To be honest, I want a match with Rex Tyler. I want to wrestle Rex just to say, I'm going to get him. Eddie Stone. I've not wrestled Eddie Stone. Only in tag matches, never in singles.
Yep.
Carvel again, for sure. Who else? Tucker. But the Golden Goose is JDP.
JDP.
Yeah, I've tortured that man. They'd be like, I want a match with you. And he's like, yeah, it'll happen. And he's like, stop telling me that. Just give me a match.
Yeah, make it happen.
Make it happen.
Miller Moo, the milk to drink when feeling blue. Miller Moo, four flavors. Which one's for you? Strawberry, banana, chocolate, cookies, and cream. Miller Moo, we love you.
So, you've wrestled at Titanic. I know you've been down to Rebel County.
Yep.
Been a Fight Factory?
Yes, I have.
WXW in Germany.
Yep.
You're going over to Scotland shortly.
Yep. Going to
Dundee. Is there anywhere else that you've worked or anywhere that you would like to work?
So I wrestled in NIPW. It was called NXG back then. So where else? I would love to wrestle for a promotion called Body Zone or Body Zone in France. Let's see, who else? APC in France, love to wrestle there. Wrestling Cult, Germany. Just all, obviously like the Pine, the big one. People are always going to say WWE and AEW. I want to wrestle Progress. Wrestling so bad. Anita Vaughn, who I've wrestled before, is making their debut there recently. Yeah. And that's like the golden thing. I want that. I want that so bad.
So, talking about show days, is there anything that Redmond is superstitious about or has to do before his matches?
Just like all wrestlers, probably check my bag 100 times because I am the most forgetful person in the world. I will forget something. That just reminded me of the time where I packed shampoo instead of conditioner to put in my hair, and my hair just got all bubbly. I remember you were in the kitchen just wetting yourself.
I remember because you were so proud of yourself. You know, oh, I got this wee tip from Bret Hart, so I did, putting condition in your hair makes it look wet, and your partner James behind you was like, I think that's shampoo. He's like, what? And your face just dropped. Like, just leave it and it'll be fine, it'll be fine.
I'm walking out there, it's supposed to be scary, but I'm
Yeah.
all covered in bubbles. So superstitions, so when I'm planning a match, I had this thing where I had to be able to call the match without saying words, right?
Right.
So if I'm sorting the match out, I need to know it so well that I don't speak a word.
Yeah.
And it's just my actions.
Yes.
So I'll be able to do with the other person. And I every person I go up to, if I'm wrestling them, going, this may sound mad, but can we call this match without saying a word? And they're like, what? I went, just follow me. So sometimes in show days you look around and there's just two mimes fighting in the corner.
No, hey, listen, that makes a lot of sense because, a lot of wrestling's about body language as well too. You need to know what your opponent's doing and what the next thing is. And I'm the world's worst. Coming up the show week, I have all these ideas in my head of spots that we can do, and I sort of have a match planned out in my head, and I would lay it out, and a lot of the guys that I've wrestled with, luckily enough, have been like, yeah, that works, yeah, we can do that there. And then the bell rings, and Franco's head just goes, poof. And I'm like, Jack, what's next? What am I doing next? Is it my tag or is it your tag?
There's been so many times where I'll just go down and like we call the match, inside out, and then just take a bump or something, and then I look around and looking up at the ceiling going, I have no clue what's next.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh sure, we'll get to some point.
Yeah. So what do you like to do outside of wrestling?
So few interests. I'm obviously a massive horror fan. I love everything to do with horror.
Yep.
Literature, movies, everything. I'm also a fan of like old school bodybuilding.
Yes.
I love old school bodybuilding. Love big fan of Tom Platz and Mike Mincer. So I love reading up on any sort of training
Yep.
they do. Got a dog. Got a lovely chocolate Labrador. So
And what's his name?
Lou.
Lou.
So she's a wee home.
Or she,
so
sorry.
She keeps me busy. Yeah, just that.
Yeah.
I'm very easy going. Honestly, if it's not most of my day is wrestling, I sit and think about it all day.
So I know that you're fond of a seminar, and you've spoke a wee bit about seminars there earlier. But who has been your favourite seminar to attend, and why?
So from a oh my goodness moment, it was Carnival.
Yep.
It was actually it's a mad story. It was like traveling together. It was only in Dublin, but it was during like a party parade sort of things in Dublin. So all the buses were sold out. So I had to stay with a friend one night to get down, and their hamster. Where I was lying on the sofa. I was like sleeping away and trying to sleep, and they had a hamster like in the cage right across.
Yep.
Right across. And the thing kept running his wheel, but the wheel was shaking, so it kept me awake. So I was like, I am so tired. And then got a bus at like 5 in the morning, and the seminar was at 12. So I had to stay around for a good couple of hours. But it was amazing just experiencing that. And then recently it was, from an actual, like, I really enjoyed that, was Rich Swan.
Yes.
Rich Swan. He's just a fountain of knowledge, and he's such a charismatic person.
I talked about Stiggy with this on last week's show there, and he was so funny.
Yeah.
He was so funny, and he was absolutely a joy.
Yeah.
To watch and get in the ring with.
It was whenever he had anybody by the wrist, and he was going for a mad straw, and he just kept saying, dog off them. Yep. Oh, that's so funny.
And it's one of those things, the more you enjoy something, the more you're going to pay attention to.
Oh, yeah.
So, I know you're fond of a tattoo.
I don't have tattoos at all.
How many do you have, do you know?
I used to count them, and then I lost count.
Yeah.
So, I actually got one recently there in the back of my leg last week. So, I don't know, well, 20, over 25, 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to build up a little bit.
Have you any favourites? Or a favourite?
So I got one of my ribs as a tribute to a friend who passed away. It's a big ram skull with lilies in it.
Yes.
I've got one on my bicep there of a panther. It's got some sentimental behind it. It was the first one that my partner tattooed me.
Yeah.
And then obviously I've got a big back piece, so I enjoyed that. Yeah, it's gone to the stage of tattooing where you go, oh, this means this means that, and I'm like, I'm just getting these because they look cool.
Yeah. Have you any plans for any new tattoos?
Yes, so I've always talked about, I've got to get the other side of my shoulder done.
Yep.
I've got to get it coloured in. I've got a big piece, I've got a big, nice piece of flat leg I need to fill. The side of my leg, and then my stomach and my chest eventually, whenever I muster up the courage, because that's going to be horrible.
So, going back to the wrestling and dream opponents, Titanic Wrestling's going to bring someone in to work with you to showcase your skills, but they want you to pick the person. And it's money's no object. Tony's got deep pockets, you know. We'll put them up 5-star hotel.
Oh, that's a hard one. Like, there's so many that are like dreams, but there's selfishly, it's like, I'm not going to be saying, Kane Undertaker. Obviously, you would love to, or
Yep.
Shawn Michaels, but in their prime
Yes.
sort of situation. Obviously, like as I mentioned, the name Carnival is top of the list. Luke Jacobs.
Yep.
Luke Jacobs definitely will wrestle with Luke Jacobs. Who else? One called Manders.
Yes.
Who just was the WWE champion there recently. Who else? See, you put me on the spot here. I'm like,
Okay.
no.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
But if it was people in their prime, it would be Rhino, Shawn Michaels. Who else? Oh, Drilla Maloney.
Yeah.
Drilla Maloney from New Japan.
Yes.
Ibushi, why not?
Hey. Ibushi's still knocking around.
Fancy getting my head kicked in a bit.
So, going back to sort of the start of your journey when you tagged with Mohan and you were the Hallions, how did that all come about?
It came about because me and Chris became friends very quickly. Or me and Mohan.
Yep.
Me and Mohan became very friendly very quickly. We just got on very, very well. And then Mohan at the time had long hair. And
Yes.
I have long hair. And we look kind of similar.
Yep.
So they put us together and were like, let's see if you two can work out like as a tag team in training. And we worked well. We came up with different ideas and stuff, like tag moves.
Yep.
So eventually JDP said, okay, we're going to put this together. We're going to come up with a tag name. This is a tag team, let's see what you can do. So the Hallions wasn't really the first choice. It was, there was Pretty Reckless, which was a fun one to go with. It turns out that's a band. I'm not well versed in
Okay.
this stuff. And then we were actually sitting having something to eat, and he's like, "What about we call ourselves the Rats?" And I went, "The Rats." He went, "Yeah, we're just scurrying around, just rats, like all scurrying." And I went, "Mohan, I don't scurry at all.
Yeah.
like I can't do that." And then he's like, "Stop being such a Hallion."
Uh,
And then we just looked at each other and went, "There we go."
yeah. That's it. Sometimes the inspiration just comes out of nothing, doesn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, that was a very, very fun time.
There's I remember pitching to Jack about stealing one of your moves, the star slam.
Yes.
And Jack was like, oh, I don't know how to take that. I says, it's just an upside down slam. Just fucking stand there and But he didn't like it. But I remember seeing you doing it. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was an easy one to take
Yeah.
as well, because we it was just me picking up Mohan
Yeah.
and slamming him down. I never got picked up because I'm like a fridge
Yeah.
sometimes. And then we did the Dudley's back suplex neck breaker.
Yes.
And then we did like a double flatliner as well. So
Yes.
we had a few bits in there.
So with the Hallions, you were a fan favourite, and obviously Mr. Mohan went away to become a big star.
He did.
Was there any plans for you to reunite, or was it always going to be a split.
There was plans. So Mohan went off, and fair play to him, he went to New York.
He should have stayed there, but that's a different story.
Anyway, he kind of promoted New York. He was up in like a penthouse, and I was like,
Yes.
"Here, are you coming back? I'd stay there." So there was plans in place that we would come back and beat the Hellions. I'd had a couple of matches just on my own against Justy and Phil,
Yep.
and I think somebody else.
You teamed with Mila as well, if I remember.
Yes, I teamed with Mila against the Saviors with a 3-on-2 match.
Yes.
Owen had wrestled Anita.
Yep.
And she did my favourite thing where she enziguried me. And I looked at her and says, what was it? Like, I blocked your kick in the face.
Yeah.
But there was plans. We were going to come back when Chris came back and be the Hellions. Or Mohan, I keep saying Mohan. So we were going to team. And then JDP asked, so Hellions, what's the crack? And I think we were like toying with it. And eventually I just says, let's separate out. Because Mohan has an idea for this character. I have an idea for how I want to go. And I think it would be better working against each other.
Yeah.
And then we had that turn where Mohan hit me in the head with a microphone.
Yeah.
And I still sometimes go back and watch that. It was just a reaction that people had.
Yes.
They were genuinely angry at him.
So, moving on to my favourite part of the show now, which is Franco's heat sheet. And the whole idea behind Franco's heat sheet is to get you a bit of heat with friends, family, other wrestlers in the locker room. And as I always like to say, anything that makes you look bad makes me look good. So, question one is, did you ever steal money out of your mum's purse?
No, couldn't be doing that. No. I remember I'd always make sure to get the change back. I'm that person to be like, there's a change and there's a receipt to prove it.
Yeah. What's your favourite animal?
This is a fun one because I was a zookeeper for a
Yes.
while. I worked in a wee private zoo. So we had a black African Madagascan spider monkey. So they're amazing creatures. Just seeing
Wow.
them run about. Also, I love alligators and crocodiles. Just
Yes.
something about big living dinosaurs amongst us.
Fun story. One of the times Franco and the family went to Florida, we went to Gatorland, and Mrs. Franco was like, go and get us and the kids something to eat there up at the food shack. And I'm up and I'm looking at the board, Gator nuggets. And I'm like, yeah, give us 4 portions of Gator nuggets and chips, fries, and 4 drinks. And down, and Mrs. Franco's eating away at them. These chicken nuggets are lovely. And Franco says, they're not chicken. It's like, what are they? Well, they're not chicken. No, but what are they? He says, well, look around you. And just the mouth opened and a bit of nugget, just sort of fell down the side of the chin. She was like, are these alligators? I said, well, that's what it says on the board, Gator nuggets. And she just pushed the thing to the side, and the 2 big kids that we had at the time were wetting themselves laughing, I said, it might be chicken, but they're called Gator nuggets,
Oh, sure, you were enjoying it.
Yeah.
Work away.
So, who's the better cook, your mum or your partner?
Oh, jeez, I didn't know I was going to get this much hate. My partner. She just gets it. She's an artist, and she can just be like, that needs that, or that needs that.
Yeah.
I nearly shivered fire there not that long ago. I put a little bit too much water in it.
Oh.
So I was like,
Again, I'm only telling this story because Mrs. Franco doesn't listen to this show. Anything that Franco's interested in, she has no interest at all. But she's quite fond of making stew.
Yeah.
But it's watery stew. And we were sitting eating one night, and she was like, God, that stew's giving me real bad heartburn. And I says, well, you should have had the soup like I had. She was not best pleased.
Franco's on the sofa.
So, who do you text the most?
In wrestling, Carvel. Always chat with him. Stunning Stu. We were known to send a few little reels to each other.
Yes.
So often. And Eddie Stone. definitely. And then obviously my partner.
Yeah. I was hoping you wouldn't drop that one.
I know, it's like...
Wee bit of extra heat there. Is your bed made this morning?
My partner's still in the bed, so not a minute.
Heat straight away.
Straight away.
It's 1:20.
I'll have you know. This is an Italian thing.
Yeah. What was your favourite subject at school?
Geography.
Name a 4-letter word beginning with T.
I was going to say something, but I was like, that might be interpreted wrong. Turn.
Where's your favourite place to shop? Or what shop do you enjoy going into the most?
Do you know what? I love grocery shopping. I love going to Lidl's and Tesco. I love it.
Yep.
Also, I'm a fan of TK Maxx.
Yes.
I love a browse around there.
Yes, I love the upstairs.
Their books, I grab all the books from there.
Yes.
They're lovely binded. So definitely there. When I was younger, it was Fresh Garbage and Forbidden Planet.
Yeah.
So definitely a fan of it in there.
Franco's not one for clothes shopping. You know, if I'm going clothes shopping, what we're going for, you need a pair of jeans for shop. There's a pair of jeans there. That'll do. And Mrs. Franco's like, are you serious? I'm like, you told me I had to get a pair of jeans. Got a pair of jeans. What's the problem? But Franco does the majority of the grocery shopping in the DNA household because Mrs. Franco doesn't look at dates, doesn't look at prices.
Right.
You know, Mrs. Franco can go and get a shopping trolley with about 250 quid's worth of stuff in it, but Franco can get a full trolley for about £100.
Where are you shopping? You go there.
Well, Franco's also a fan of coupons and club cards, and you know.
Oh, wow.
So, if you could have any type of car, which car would you choose?
Oh, that's a hard one. Probably a Corvette.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a fan of actually, probably 1980s Mustang. 1980s Mustang.
I talked to Sticky about this last week. Franco's not really a car person.
Yeah, same.
But he would love a Mustang.
Yeah.
Even one of the new ones, he would even, and one of Franco's father's friends' son was getting married, and this guy's well-to-do, and he got his son a Mustang as a wedding present. And Franco Senior rang me one day. Come over to the house quick. Barney's here. He has something for you. And I goes over, and there's the Mustang sitting in Franco Senior's driveway. He's like, your dad tells me I like these. You can take it for a spin.
Oh.
But don't be telling Buddy because it's his wedding present, and he thinks he's going to be the first one to drive it.
I think, just old muscle cars is the way to go for me. For sure. I'm not a car person, but seeing them, I'm like, I want to do that so bad.
Yep. So, what's your favourite type of music?
Oh, I'm a big fan of like just old country music.
Yes.
I love. I've got a tattoo of a country singer on me, Orville Peck.
Yep.
Just sad cowboy, you know.
Jack Redder.
I didn't say that, Jack, mate. Sorry. I love metal music. I love rock music. I love 80s. I love a power ballad.
Yes.
Right? And if anybody knows me, they know I'm a massive fan of Laura Branigan.
Yeah.
And it might not look like it when I'm wearing my face paint and a massive chain around my neck, but I love Laura Branigan.
What's your favourite movie?
John Carpenter's The Thing, or the original Halloween.
Who's your favourite Disney character?
Ooh, I'm not really a Disney fan. I'm not sure. We just watched Elio there with kids. That was very good. I really enjoyed his big character, you know. I'll go with Elio. Why not? I only want to really know at the minute.
What never fails to make you laugh?
Obviously, G. We just get on. We describe ourselves as like two little foxes standing up and just laughing at each other. KMK always makes me laugh.
He's just got one of those faces, doesn't he?
It's just the way he would say something.
Yes.
Like, oh, bro. Like, oh, no. my dog always makes that just how she gets on. And then I have a real thing. I was watching a video and just seeing somebody being put through a door.
Yeah.
Well, like not in a wrestling way,
Yes.
right? Where, we can't afford a good table, so we got a door. Right?
Yes.
But seeing someone just being shoved through a door will always make me laugh.
So, who's the most annoying person in Titanic wrestling?
Black Richards. Always. Black Richards.
Who's the funniest person in Titanic wrestling?
Either KMK, Tucker, or Eddie Stone.
Who's your best friend in Titanic wrestling?
Carvel.
Who would you most like to have a beer with?
Oh, like anybody? Like
Anybody at all?
Rick Rude. I'd love to have a beer with Rick Rude. I'd love to have a beer with Andre the Giant.
Yes. A few beers.
Maybe too many beers today. Mr. Perfect as well.
Oh,
Just for the absolute fun of it.
yes.
Bob Holly.
Yes.
Just to be like, how crazy are you?
Yeah.
Paul Heyman as well.
Name one move that another Titanic wrestler currently does that you would love to steal, or you would love to be able to do as good as them.
Do you know what? Like horse's pile driver.
Yeah.
Just the visual of a pile driver is something that like horse being champion.
Yep.
That's the move. And I just think in wrestling where the moves you do, the audience should be able to be like, how did that feel, right?
Yep.
Because I do suplexes and people are like, I don't really know how that is. But if you see somebody go up for a pile driver and be dropped in their head,
Yeah.
people are like, that's it done. He just got dropped in his head by a mammoth of a man.
When is your partner's birthday?
27th of April.
So
I hope so.
that's the end of the heat sheet. I'm sure you'll be glad to hear.
Oh, I can breathe now. Scary.
I just have a couple of questions before we finish. So recently you were doing a bit of coaching with the new trainees.
Yes.
How did you find that?
Very rewarding. Very, very rewarding. Seeing people come in and be very shy and timid, and then kind of blossom into like, I'm going to go in there and have a match.
Yep.
It's very, very rewarding. And then it was good for me to be able to explain, why we do these things, why we do our rolls, why we do our bumps. Okay, why am I putting you through your paces? Why am I making you do squats? So it was fun that way. And then I had a coach.
Yep.
PBD. She was very, very good, and we always collaborated on that. So
Yep.
very, very rewarding for it.
And what was the best thing for you when it came to coaching?
I think again, just seeing people go from like, they don't even know a proper bump.
Yeah.
They don't know how to bump or roll. To we get to the end of it, and I can just tell them, right, international, go now.
Yeah.
And they go, okay, no problem. Or this is the way I want a match laid out, and this is what I want, and they'll just do it, and they'll keep me engaged. And another wee thing is they're allowed to have criticism. Like, I'm allowed to criticize them.
Yes.
So they take the critique.
Yes.
And be like, you put that foot wrong here, or like, you did this, it didn't really make sense. Why did you do that? And they just stand there and they know the opinion, and they go, okay,
Yeah.
and they take it on board. So kind of valuing that.
Franco has said this so many times on the show. For Franco, a good training session is when Franco isn't critiqued on anything. And there's nothing worse. Right? For anybody that knows Franco, they know Franco's bumps are the worst. And one of Rocky Star's drills is hit the rope 3 times, 3 back bumps, front bump, flip bump.
Yep.
And I hit the 3 back bumps. I go, wow, I nailed that. Front bump, back bump. And then Rocky goes, you need to watch those bumps. And you're like, no!
Now, to be fair, natural. The way I work it is, I'll hit the ropes 3 times, and then the first bump, it's like, the floor is lava. I'm going to get up here and take another one.
Yep. Well, Redmond, that's all I have for you today. I just want to say thank you very much for coming along. I really appreciate it. I've really enjoyed it, and it's been great fun getting to know you a little bit more. So, folks, that's the end of the show. So, please stay tuned to our socials to find out who our next guest is. With Guess the Guest be coming up on Monday. And listen, folks, please take care of each other and stay safe.
Stay safe out there. Thanks, Jacko.
Thank you.
Step by step through the wrestling tale, Franco's got the stories that never go stale. With the champs, the underdogs, the dreamers too. He's walking and talking just for you. Walking with Franco, stories unfold. Wrestling hearts in a ring of gold. Walking with Franco, legends alive. Every step's a suplex in time. From the streets of Rome to the locker room door, every walk's a match you can't ignore. Grapples and glory, the highs and the scars. Franco's footsteps are chasing the stars. Walking with Franco, stories unfold. Wrestling hearts in a ring of gold. Walking with Franco, legends alive. Every step's a suplex in time. From the streets of Rome to the locker room door, every walk's a match you can't ignore. Grapples and glory, the highs and the scars. Franco's footsteps are chasing the stars. Walking with Franco, stories unfold. Wrestling hearts in a ring of gold. Oh, gold. Walking with Franco, legends alive. Every step's a suplex in time. From the streets of Rome to the locker room door, wrestling hearts in a ring of gold. Walking with Franco, legends align. Every step's a suplex in time. From the streets of Rome to the locker room door, every walk's a match you can't ignore. Grapples and glory, the highs and the scars. Franco's footsteps are chasing the stars. From the streets of Rome to the locker room door, every walk's a match you can't ignore. Grapples and glory, the highs and the stars. Franco's footsteps are chasing the stars. From the streets of Rome to the locker room door, every walk's a match you can't ignore. Grapples and glory, the highs and the scars. Franco's footsteps are chasing the stars. He's got the moves and the posture charm, a gladiator's heart with a wrestler's arm. Through the ropes of life, the stories climb. Franco's walking and it's prime time. Walking with Franco, stories unfold. Wrestling hearts in a ring of gold. Walking with Franco, legends alive. Every step's a suplex in time.